Are you looking to spend a summer month in a fun, vibrant city with plenty to do and mild weather? In this video, we'll share what a full month in Liverpool looked like for us. We will cover Beatles-related activities, must-see museums, local attractions, and the everyday essentials that slow travelers care about, such as supermarkets, co-working space, gym, and what daily life here really feels like. We're a slow-traveling couple in our 50s, exploring Europe one city at a time with our 10-year-old dog, Dory. By settling into each destination for about a month, we get to live more like locals and experience daily life beyond the tourist checklist. Join us as we take you inside our month in Liverpool and break down what it actually costs to stay here. Our first stop in the UK was Newcastle, where we spent a full month. From there, we took a train to London to catch a flight to Colorado for a week of work. When we returned to the UK, we stayed one night in London before continuing on to Liverpool. The train ride from London to Liverpool is about 200 miles and takes roughly 2.5 hours. This was actually our second time in Liverpool. Our first visit was a 3-day trip 2 years ago, and we loved it so much that we knew we wanted to come back for a longer stay. On that first trip, we checked off many of the big tourist attractions, but we left knowing there was still plenty more to see. Liverpool is best known as the hometown of the Beatles, and their presence is felt all over the city. During our first visit, we joined the Magical Mystery Tour, which took us to places like Strawberry Field, Penny Lane, and Paul McCartney's childhood home. We also explored the Beatles Story Museum at Albert Dock, one of 2 Beatles-themed museums in the city. Liverpool hosts an annual event called International Beatles Week every August. We didn't know about it when we booked our stay, so discovering it was a pleasant surprise. By the time we found out, most of the events were already sold out, but we still managed to get tickets to a concert featuring 3 different bands performing Beatles songs. The final act was an amazing cover band that made the night unforgettable. To round out our Beatles experience, we took a city bus to Penny Lane, stopped by the John Lennon statue, and walked down the famous street. From there, we continued on to Sefton Park, a large and beautiful green space not far from Penny Lane. Of course, Liverpool has much more to offer than Beatles attractions. One of our favorite stops was the Museum of Liverpool, located on the Pier Head waterfront. It shares the story of the city and its people. We enjoyed our visit, and it was free to enter. Another highlight was the Liverpool Cathedral, an impressive landmark that dominates the skyline. You can take a tour inside to appreciate its size and architecture. And if you're up for it, climb to the rooftop for sweeping views of the city. We also enjoyed spending time outdoors, especially walking around Albert Dock and along the pier head by the waterfront. It was a lovely way to take in the city. During our stay, we found ourselves there almost every day, sometimes with Dory, sometimes without. Liverpool One, the city's open-air shopping complex, was another fun place to spend time. It's full of stores, coffee shops, and restaurants, and always buzzing with people. What made it special for us were the pianos scattered around the area. Anyone can sit down and play. Galit loved relaxing in the sun and listening to random people share their music. Our Airbnb was in a great location, just a short walk from everything we needed. It was only a few minutes to the city center, Albert Dock, and Pier Head, and about 10 minutes on foot to supermarkets, the gym, and my co-working space. Even though we were close to the heart of the city, the street itself was quiet and peaceful. The Airbnb cost $2,957.99 for the month. We also paid $81 total for a weekly cleaning service. For groceries, we relied mostly on Lidl and supplemented with Tesco for a few extras. Altogether, we spent $582.54 for the month. Liverpool has so many restaurants and coffee shops that we could have easily eaten out every day. It wasn't always easy to stick to cooking at home, but we tried. The biggest challenge was that our favorite spot in Liverpool, The Vibe, was only a 5-minute walk from our Airbnb. We gave in more than once. The nice part is that The Vibe is dog-friendly and even has dog ice cream and treats, so Dory was always happy to join us. In the end, we enjoyed eating out quite a bit and spent a total of $809.68 during our stay. We stayed busy with different activities throughout the month and spent a total of $207.93. Most of that went toward tickets for a Beatles cover band concert, which was a lot of fun. We also enjoyed a light show. We also paid to climb to the top of the Liverpool Cathedral for a panoramic view of the city. I joined a co-working space for the month, which cost $181.03. It was right next to Albert Dock and the Museum of Liverpool, about as good a location as you could ask for. We joined a gym for the month and paid $70.08 for both of us. It was a good setup with no contract. You just pay month by month. The gym is part of a chain called the Gym Group. In Liverpool, they had a few pricing options, and we chose the off-peak hours plan, which was cheaper than the full access one. For transportation, we spent a total of $39.33. This covered a bus ride to and from Penny Lane, a train trip for a day visit to Chester, and an Uber from our apartment to the train station. We had heard about Chester and were curious to see what the city looked and felt like, so we spent a few hours exploring it. Galit got a haircut during our stay, which cost $23.37. I keep trying to convince her to go bald like me, but no luck so far. Liverpool is a big city with plenty to do, and we enjoyed the month we spent there. Our total cost for 30 days came to $4,952.95, about $165 per day. Liverpool is not cheap, but we loved the mild weather, the lively atmosphere in the city center, and all the coffee shops, restaurants, and constant activity that gives the city so much energy. Stay tuned for our next video. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.